Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. So students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the 4th week of the March month. The session will be quite interesting and important, so stay tuned with us till the end. Students, let's start. The first question is, identify the public sector enterprise that recently received an equity and preferential capital infusion of 11,440 crore rupees from the Government of India in March to sustain their operations and ensure their continuity. It is Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, RINL. Next, name the mobile application launched by Bank of Baroda in March for corporate customers using Baroda Cash Management Service. It is Baroda M DigiNext. This app will transform how businesses manage their working capital and cash flows, bringing in greater efficiencies. Next, the renowned poet and novelist Vinod Kumar Shukla was selected for the 59th Gyanpith Award in March for his remarkable contribution to which kind of literature? To Hindi literature. With this award, he became the first writer from Chhattisgarh and 12th Hindi author to receive this honor. And he was honored with Sahitya Academy Award in 1999 also. Next, name the second frigate of Project 1135.6, that is Yard 1259, launched by Goa Shipyard Limited in March, aimed at strengthening the Indian Navy's presence and dominance in the Indian Ocean region. It is Tavasya. Next, Oscar Jack Piastri has won the first Chinese Grand Prix at the Shanghai International Circuit in March. Which brand was he driving for? He was driving for McLaren. Right, Oscar Piastri of Australia first position, Lando Norris of McLaren second position, and George Russell of UK drives for Mercedes on the third position. Next, UN World Water Day is observed annually across globe on 22nd of March. Identify the theme of World Water Day 2025. Theme being glacier preservation. Next, Subramaniam Sharma was appointed as the Deputy Managing Director and President of L&T. Next, mention the state in India that recently became the first to introduce sign languages in its legislative assembly for inclusivity of the persons with disability. It is Punjab state. Next, as per the updated classification of MSME by Ministry of MSME in March, pick out the correct statement. If we look at the option, all these three are rightly mentioned. Next, who has been conferred with the Sangeeta Kalanidhi Award 2025 by the Music Academy of Madras for exceptional contribution to Carnatic music. So, who has been conferred here? R.K. Sri Ramkumar. Next, name the financial institution that re-elected the former Brazilian president Dilma Rousseff as the president for a term extending until 2030. So, it is your New Development Bank NDB, and here remember former Brazilian president Dilma Rousseff as the president. She has served as the 36th president of Brazil from 2011. Next, which country has won the second edition of the both men's and women's Kabaddi World Cup held in UK? So it is our country India that has won both men edition as well as the women edition of the Kabaddi World Cup. Next, World Meteorological Day is observed every year on 23rd of March to highlight the importance of weather and climate. If we look at the options, question asked here is that according to World Meteorological Organization's Global State of Global Climate 24, which year was recorded as the hottest in the 175-year observational record? It was the year 2024. 2024. Next, mention the state that received the Best National Performance Award in NAAT, that is Nucleic Acid Amplification Test, during a 100-day TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan campaign on the occasion of the World TB Day on 24th of March. So when do we observe World TB Day? It is 24th of March. And mention the state that received the Best National Performance Awards in NAAT. It is Telangana. Next, India's men's basketball team qualified for the FIFA Asia Cup 2025, defeating which team? So they defeated which team? They defeated Bahrain in the finals. Next, who was appointed as the acting president of South Korea in March 2025 following the suspension and impeachment of President Yoon Suk Yeol? So Han Duck-so has been appointed as the acting president of South Korea. Next, in March, DPIIT announced that from dash all hinges must have the BIS marks to ensure quality and prevent the import of low quality products. It is from 1st of July 2025, all the hinges, they must have the BIS standard in order to get sold in the Indian market. Next, mention the financial institution that signed a $150 million loan agreement with Shriram Finance Limited in March to enhance financial access for MSMEs in India. It is ADB, Asian Development Bank. Next, identify the beach that recently regained their blue flag certification after addressing the compliance issue related to parking, security and stray dogs. It is Rushikonda Beach. Next, which organization launched Bheem 3.0, an upgraded version of the Bharat Interface for Money Bheem app in Mumbai, Maharashtra on 27th of March. So, which organization launched this Bheem 3.0? It was launched by NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Next, what is the target year for India's electronic production to reach $300 billion under Make in India initiative launched by Government of India in 2014 to enhance industrial capabilities, foster innovation and develop world-class infrastructure? It is the year 2026. Next, Government of India has decided to discontinue the medium-term and long-term government deposit components of the gold monetization scheme from 26th of March. What is the tenure of this long-term gold deposit scheme under GMS? So what is the tenure here? 12 to 15 years. Next, which ministry signed a 3-year statement of intent with UNICEF Yuva program in March to enhance the livelihood opportunities for the rural women and youth in India through skill development, entrepreneurship training, job linkages and also providing with the job opportunities? So which ministry has signed this 3-year statement of intent? It was by the Ministry of Rural Development. Next, identify the company with which Ministry of Defence signed a contract in March for the procurement of high mobility vehicles 6x6 gun towing vehicles for the Indian Army. It is Tata Advanced Systems Limited. Next, identify the public sector bank that partnered with New India Assurance Company Limited in March to offer general insurance products. It is Bank of India. Moving on, which ministry conferred the National Intellectual Property Awards 24 in Delhi on 26th of March, recognizing outstanding contributions to IP creation and commercialization? Which ministry is it? It is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Next, who was appointed as a full-time member of the Economic Advisory Council to Prime Minister, succeeding Vivek Debroy? So Sanjay Kumar Mishra, right, appointed as a full-time member of the Economic Advisory Council to Prime Minister, and he will be succeeding Vivek Debroy. Next, where did the Defence Research and Development Organization and Indian Navy successfully conducted the flight test of indigenously developed vertical launch short-range surface-to-air missile with the aim to enhance naval air defence capabilities? It was in Chandipur, Odisha, ITR Chandipur, Odisha. Next is identify the aerospace company that received the first 99 F404 engines from General Electric Company in March for the Tejas Light Combat Aircraft Mark 1A fighter jet program. So identify that company. It is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Next, name the 10th ammunition cum torpedo cum missile barge launched by Indian Navy in March at MS Suryadipta Projects Private Limited in Maharashtra to enhance the naval ammunition and missile. Correct. So it is what? It is LSAM 24, large scale additive manufacturing 24. Next is identify the company that secured a contract from the Ministry of Defence in March to provide a NAG missile system tracked version as a part of two major deals worth 2500 crore rupees. Right. Question is identify that company. It is Armored Vehicles Nigam Limited. Next, mention the organization that partnered with Bhaskaracharya National Institute of Space Application and Geoinformatics under the Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology in March to modernize auditing process under using the advanced technologies. It is Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Next, in March, the 19th edition of Singapore Maritime Week was held at the Suntex Singapore Convention and Exhibition Center. India and Singapore, they signed a letter of intent to collaborate on what? They were collaborating on green and digital shipping corridor so that maritime sustainability and digitization can be focused upon. Next is China Development Institute and Zerian Partners in London. They have released the 37th edition of the Global Financial Centers Index, in which the GIFT City of India, they ranked top in the reputational advantage category. Question asked is, what is the overall ranking? So in reputational advantage, they secured the first position. But if we talk about the overall ranking, the GIFT City was at the 46th position. Next, which country recently became the 11th member of the New Development Bank to enhance their access to funding for infrastructure projects and national development programs? It is Indonesia. Next, name the organization that released the first green status assessment for the lion, that is Panthera leo is the scientific name of the lion, correct? And this is describing that the species largely depleted while retaining their status as vulnerable on the red list of IUCN. Right, so which is that organization? They have released the first green status assessment for lion. It is International Union for Conservation of Nature that releases this red list. Next, in March, IREDA, they have signed a facility agreement worth how much amount? It is worth 26 billion Japanese yen with the State Bank of India to raise external commercial borrowing, right? That is to take loan from the entities outside. Next, identify the organization that signed 6 official development assistance loan agreements with the Government of India in March, totaling 91,736 million Japanese yen to support projects including seawater desalination plant, biodiversity conservation and expansion of the Delhi Metro network. It is JICA, Japan International Corporation Agency. Next, in March, Rana Das Gupta received 2025 Wyndham Campbell Prize in the non-fiction category from Yale University for book titled Jest. So the title of the book is Capital, a Portrait of 21st Century Delhi. Next, who was appointed as the 5th full-time member of the Niti Aayog by Government of India in March 2025? Rajiv Gauba. Next, name the maiden satellite that was launched by Hex 20 India in March 25 using SpaceX Transporter 3 mission to provide dedicated rideshare opportunities for small satellites. It is Neela. Neela is the name of a river in Kerala based on which this was ranked. And this Hex 20, this is a Trivandrum, Kerala based small satellite manufacturing startup. Next, which state topped the medal tally with 104 medals in the second edition of Khelo India Para Games event held in New Delhi? So it is Haryana that has secured the top position in the medal tally with 104 medals. Tamil Nadu was on the second position. Next, which state in India is to become the second state after Uttarakhand to implement UCC, Uniform Civil Code, aiming to ensure equal justice for all citizens, announced by Law Minister Rishikesh Patel? So it is Gujarat state. Next, in recent data released by Tea Board of India in March, India emerged as the second largest tea exporter, surpassing Sri Lanka and recording an export volume of 254 million kilograms. Which country ranked the first as the world's largest tea exporter 2024? It is Kenya that secured the top position. Next, the Ministry of Defence, they signed 2 contracts worth 62,700 crore rupees in March with which organization for supplying 156 light combat helicopters? Prachand. Which is it? It is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Next, in March, 14th edition of the bilateral exercise Indra commenced off in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and it was held between India and which country? It was held between India and Russia. Next, SEBI, they have issued new intraday position limit monitoring guidelines for stock exchanges and clearing corporation that will be coming into effect from when? They will be coming into effect from 1st of April 2026. Right, I correct, not 2026, 1st of April 2025. Next, who was elected as the chairman of Indian Banks Association for FY26 during 77th annual general meeting in Mumbai in March 2025? It is CS Sethi, right? The chairman of SBI appointed as the chairman of IBA. Next, name the Indian sport icon appointed as the brand ambassador of SRMB Srijan Steel Private Limited in March 2025. So Rohit Sharma was appointed here as the brand ambassador. Next, Ambuja Chandana was appointed as the MD and head of consumer banking group at which bank? It was at the DBS Bank, India. Moving on, mention the Indian Army Brigade in partnership with DRDO Terminal Ballistic Research Laboratory involved the testing of the first person view drone with an anti-tank capabilities in March. So what is the company? It is Fleur de Lis Brigade, right? Take a note of it. Next, in March, ISRO successfully conducted the engine power head test article for 200T thrust liquid oxygen kerosene based in semi-cryogenic engine. Correct? This was tested. Next, name the theme under which the United Nations International Day of Zero Waste was observed on 30th of March for the first time. Mention the theme. It is towards zero waste in fashion and textile. Next, which defense public sector undertaking announced the amendment to the contract for the light combat aircraft Mark 1A final operation clearance variant in March 2025. It is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, that is HAL. Next is which ministry in partnership with the Indian Institute of Science Bengaluru and several IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Guwahati hosted the first Namo Electronics Roadshow in March in IISc Bangalore. It is MEITY, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So that's all for the day, students. Now let's move to the revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. RBI recently introduced the new provision that enables dash payments from two EYC, full KYC prepaid payment instruments through third-party applications. So RBI, they recently introduced a new provision that enables the UPI, Unified Payment Interface, payments from two full KYC PPIs. Next, which of the following accounts are listed in RBI's new guidelines effective from 1st of January 2025 for mandatory closure? So it is which of the following accounts are listed here? Take a note of this, students. It is your dormant account, zero balance account and inactive account. So these three accounts are listed in the RBI's new guidelines starting from 1st of January 2025. Right? What is a zero balance account? That accounts that can maintain a zero balance for an extended period. Dormant accounts that have not been used continuous for 2 years or more, and inactive accounts are those accounts that have remained inactive for more than 12 months. Next, NPCI, they have announced an extension of the deadline of implementing 30% market share cap for UPI providers till which date? Till 31st of December 2026, right? And according to them, they have stated that any company cannot have more than 30% of the market share. But as of now, if we see PhonePe, they have the largest market share of almost 47.8% stake. Next, name the banking platform that was launched by Federal Bank recently. It is Fed1. Next, which bank and Union Bank of India signed a memorandum of understanding with Assam government to offer insurance benefit to the state government employees? It is State Bank of India. So SBI and Union Bank, they have recently partnered to sign an MOU where they have partnered with, or they have signed this MOU with Assam, where they will be offering insurance benefits to the state government employees. Next, which bank has recently launched a TAB based digital process for non-resident Indians to open NRE and NRO accounts? So which bank has recently launched this TAB? This is launched by State Bank of India, SBI. Right? Take a note of this. This initiative will streamline the account opening process through real-time digital verification and paperless system. Right? Next, in December, National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development, they have invested how much amount in long-term bonds issued by NDR InvIT? So 745 crore rupees has been invested by NABF ID here. Right? InvITs, these are your infrastructure investment trust. Next, in January, Cosmia Financial Holding Private Limited, they have received the approval from SEBI to sponsor what? This is to sponsor their mutual fund. Next, in January, RBI has announced the interest rate for the RBI floating rate saving bonds that will be taxable for the period of 1st January to 30th of June 2025, and it will be remaining at how much percent? It will be 8.05%. right? And there will be a 7 year of lock-in period here. The bond requires a minimum investment of 1000 rupees. Next, under which section of the Credit Information Companies Regulation Act of 2005, RBI has issued master directions, RBI Credit Information Reporting Directions 2025 in January 25. So under which section it was? It was under the section 11 here, right? The purpose of issuing the MD here, that is your master direction, is to establish a standardized framework for the reporting the and dimensionation of credit information, ensuring confidentiality and security of the sensitive credit data. Next, in January, SEBI has eased settlement norms for brokerage accounts that remain inactive for how many calendar days? For 30 calendar days. Previously, brokers were obligated to identify inactive clients and return their funds within the 3 working days. Next, when is the implementation of the new rule limiting the number of microfinance lenders to 3 per borrower set to come into effect after its postponement? So it will be coming into effect from 1st of April 2025, right? And it was earlier 4 borrowers, lenders to 3 per borrower. Now it was earlier 4, which has now been narrowed down to 3. Next, which company has recently received the approval from RBI to operate as a trade receivables discounting system platform? This is your CredX. Correct. This new business will operate under the brand name DTX, that is Domestic Trade Exchange. This TREDS platform was launched in 2018 under RBI's regulation, and this platform are required to have a minimum paid up entry capital of 25 crore rupees. Next, RBI has recently introduced a new credit reporting rule mandating that all the lenders update credit bureau records every 15 days effective from 1st of January 2025. Next, which company has recently introduced India's first actively managed open-ended equity scheme based on the quality factor theme through its new fund offer? This is your White Oak Capital Mutual Fund. And here investors can subscribe to this new fund offer starting from 8th of January 2025 with closing on 22nd of January 2025. Next, Exim Bank, that is Export Import Bank of India, has raised $1 billion through 10-year bond financial instrument in the international market. The milestone makes Exim Bank's first Indian organization to issue dollar bonds in 2025, representing significant achievement for the Indian issuers in international capital market. Next, which organization recently approved 21.28 billion rupees loan for GMR Smart Electric Distribution Private Limited to implement smart meters across Uttar Pradesh? So, which is that organization? It is IREDA, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited. This loan will help the installation of 7.57 smart meters across Uttar Pradesh. Next, which company recently launched 2 new schemes, that is BSE Sensex Next 30 Index Fund and ETF, right? They are a part of the new opportunity. So, a fund and an ETF has been launched by which company? That is BSE Sensex Next 30 Index Fund and ETF. So launched by DSP Asset Managers Private Limited. The NFO new fund offer for these innovative schemes will be opening on 10th of January and they will be up for subscription till 24th of January. Next, which company recently received approval from SEBI for their SM REIT? So recently, Strata Capital Management Private Limited, they received the approval from SEBI for their SM REIT. Next, Grow Mutual Fund Asset Management Limited, they recently launched India's first Grow Nifty India Dash Public Sector Fund. So it has been launched. Indian Railways Public Sector Undertaking Index Fund and an ETF has been launched here. Next, which company has recently, in collaboration with ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited, launched the first of its kind insurance coverage exclusively for travelers attending the Mahakumbh Mela in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh? So, which company recently collaborated with ICICI? It is PhonePe. Next, here IBBI, they have mandated that all asset auctions under the liquidation process must use eBCRE platform, right? That is a banknet platform, that is Bank Asset Auction Network, right? That means on this banknet, this will be used by IBBI, right? They have it has been mandated that all the banks should use them for the liquidation of their non-performing assets or for the liquidation of the properties against which the loan was taken, but the loan was not paid by the person. So now we can liquidate their property, we can auction their property to recover that loan back, right? So IBBI, they mandated all the asset auctions under the liquidation process must use EBCRA platform starting when? Starting 1st of April 2025. Next, which bank recently launched Chiranjeevi Super Senior Citizen Fixed Deposit Scheme tailored for individuals that are aged 80 years and above with higher interest rate? It is Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI Bank. Next, which of the following is the primary focus of Punjab National Bank's first ever cyber security hackathon recently launched in January 2025? It is malware threat. Next, which payment solutions provider in the Middle East partnered with NPCI International Payment Limited to enable QR based UPI merchant payments in UAE? It is Magnati. Right, here UPI acceptance will be initially provided across Dubai duty free, enhancing shopping and payment experience for the Indian tourists. Next, how often will RBI have recently decided to conduct variable repo rate or variable rate repo auction to boost the banking liquidity during the deficit? So it will be conducted daily. Next, dash and special rupee Vostro accounts can be used by non-residents to settle legitimate transactions with other non-resident Indians as per the new rules introduced by RBI in January 25 to promote the use of Indian rupee. So, who? It is your special non-resident rupee accounts and special rupee Vostro accounts. Now they can settle legitimate transactions with other non-resident Indians in Indian rupees. Next, alternate scheme recently launched by Bank of Baroda named BOB Liquid Fixed Deposit, right? It has been launched and it will be combining the benefits of interest rate with the convenience of easy liquidity of a saving account. Next, name the non-participating individual saving plan recently launched by Shriram Life Insurance that guarantees high returns of up to 668% of the total paid up premium. It is Shriram Life Sunishchit Labh, right? This is the non-participating individual saving plan. Next is which bank recently collaborated with RuPay to launch the unified payment interface enabled first earn RuPay credit card? It is which is that bank? Sorry, it is IDFC First Bank Limited. They have launched this first earn RuPay credit card. Next, recently Shriram Housing Finance Limited, they rebranded themselves as Dash after its acquisition by Warburg Pincus and co-investors. So they have renamed them to what? To True Home Finance. Next, who is the chairperson of a 5-member standing external advisory committee recently formed by RBI to evaluate the applications for universal banks and small finance banks? Right, it is Mahesh Kumar Jain. Right, this committee has a 3-year tenure supported by the Department of Regulation of RBI for sectorial assistance. Next is Odisha's Chief Minister Mohan Charan Manji launched the Bikasita Gaon Bikasita Odisha scheme, right, with a budget of 5,000 crore rupees over 5 years to support what? It was to support the rural development. Next, Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu has laid the foundation stone for North India's first 1 megawatt dash in Solan district of Himachal Pradesh. That is the 1 megawatt green hydrogen plant in the Solan district of Himachal Pradesh with an investment of 9.04 crore rupees. Next is Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has recently inaugurated a 4.3 gigawatt solar cell and a module manufacturing facility of Tata Power Solar Systems Limited in the Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. This facility has been established with an investment of 3,800 crore rupees and this plant is expected to generate 4,000 job opportunities with 80% of them being female. Next, Indian Army's Fort William in Kolkata was renamed to what? It was renamed to Vijay Durg to eliminate the colonial influences. Next, Karnataka Governor Tharchand Gehlot recently launched a Braille-enabled version of the Indian Constitution in Bengaluru, Karnataka to mark the 75th anniversary of the Constitution. Next, name the organization that recently unveiled the redefined and augmented research vehicle and thrust areas across DRDO Industry Academia Center of Excellence in New Delhi. Which is that organization? The organization is the Directorate of Futuristics Technology Management. This initiative will streamline and enhance the focus on the future technology needs in the directed research areas. Next, identify the Women Entrepreneurship Program that was launched by Union Minister of State Jayant Chaudhary in 9 colleges and universities across Assam, Meghalaya and Mizoram. It is Swalambini. Next, name the joint exercise recently conducted by the Indian Army and Indian Air Force focused on airborne operations to enhance the inter-service synergy in the eastern region of India. It is Winged Raider. This is the name of the joint exercise. And this exercise held between Indian Army and Indian Air Force. Next, in Feb, the Center for the Development of Advanced Computing under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, they have signed a letter of intent with whom? It was with the Lego Group that will support the growth of the Indian electronic toy industry. Next, in which energy sector India achieved a historic milestone by exceeding 100 gigawatt capacity, reinforcing their leadership in renewable energy in Feb 2025. So this was in solar energy. We have achieved 100 gigawatt of target. Next, what is the harmonized system of nomenclature? This is an HSN code. This is given to any product that is traded in international market, and recently white rice was given this code. What is that code? It is 1006-3091. I'm sorry students, wait. Under which ministry the winners of the Avinya 25 and Vasudha startup competitions were announced during the Energize India Catalyzing through Growth through Startup Innovation Conclave in January 2025. So it was under which ministry? It is under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. This event was held at the ONGC headquarters in New Delhi, and these startup challenges are a part of the India Energy Week, which is scheduled to be held in Delhi from 11 to 14th of Feb. Next, which of the following are correct with respect to the border of control for cricket in India, that is BCCI Award 25, that is also known as the Naman Awards, held in Feb 2025. So which among the following are correct here? If we look at the options, B and C are right, A is wrong. A is saying that Babar Azam has won the best international cricketer of the year, that is Paulie Umirgar Award in the men's category. Is it correct? No, the Paulie Umirgar Award was awarded to not Babar Azam but Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah. Next, mention the university that awarded an honorary doctorate to the prominent business leader from the Tata Group, Novel Neville Tata, for his exceptional contribution to global business leadership. It will be University of Sussex. Right? Next, who became the first black South African woman to win the 40th edition of the Mrs. World's title at the event held at the USA in January 2025. So who is that first black South African woman? She is Shigo Galia, right? And the grand finale took place in Las Vegas in USA, right? And take a note of this. It was the 40th edition of the Mrs. World's title 2025. Next, for which album Indian American entrepreneur and vocalist Chandrika Krishnamurthy Tandon earned her first Grammy Award under the Best New Age Ambient or Chant Album category at the 67th Grammy Awards in Feb 2025. So it is Triveni. Correct? Take a note of it. Next, who received the CA in Public Service Award from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in Feb 2025 for contributions to law enforcement and national security? So, Deepak Kumar Kedia. Correct? The Inspector General Headquarters National Security Guard has been bestowed upon with the prestigious CA in Public Service Award. He was a chartered accountant who then went to the armed forces. Correct? And he was honored with the award at the World Forum of Accountants, right? And this meet was held at Yashobhumi, that is the India International Convention Center or Exhibition Center in New Delhi. Next, name the short story book by Chaman Arora that was recently selected for the Sahitya Academy Award in the Dogri language. So, what is the short story book? Ek Aur Avasthama. Next, In Feb, Forbes India released the 12th edition of the Forbes India 30 Under 30 class of 25, recognizing 30 young professionals and the entrepreneurs for their impactful work across 19 different fields. Who among the following is not included in the list? In this list, Manoj Bajpayee is not included in the list. Rest all four are included in this list. Next, identify the sports industry news site that recently released the 4th annual list of top 100 highest paid athletes in Feb 2025. The name of that magazine is Sportico. And who is the highest paid athlete? It is Cristiano Ronaldo, a Portuguese football player with a net earning of $260 million for this year, and he was on this position for second consecutive time. Next, the 7th edition of the Sportstar Ace Awards 25 was held at the Taj Mahal Palace in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Find the incorrect one. If we look at the options, only B is the incorrect statement. Rest A and C are right. B is saying Divya Deshmukh won the Sportstar of the Year in the female and also the Sportswoman of the Year. Is she right? Right. So Divya Deshmukh. Correct? No. It is not Divya Deshmukh who won the Sportstar of the Year female and also the Sportswoman of the Year. She is Manu Bakar. Manu Bakar. Next, which of the following companies was recently conferred with the Forward Faster Sustainability Award in the Water Resilience category for its outstanding efforts in the water conservation and sustainable water management? It is NTPC Limited. Next, who was recently conferred with the UK the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire under King Charles III reign for his service to UK-India business relationship? So, Natarajan Chandrasekhar was awarded here. He is the chairman of Tata Sons Private Limited and he was conferred with this award. In 2022, he was honored with Padma Bhushan also. Next, who won the BCC Indian Sports Women of the Year Award 2024 at the 5th edition of the BBC, that is British Broadcasting Corporation Indian Sports Women of the Year Awards held in Feb 2025. So, who won it? It was won by Manu Bakar. Next, who among the following was recently honored with the Governor's citations from Governor of Massachusetts, Maura Healey? Right? Who among the following was honored? Nita Mukesh Ambani, right? Next, which of the following is not in the top 5 of Forbes India top 10 richest women in the world in 2025 list released in Feb 2025? So among the following, Savitri Devi Jindal ji is not among the top 5 in the richest women in the world list. Next, identify the initiative that was recently honored with the prestigious Scotch Award 24 for improving forest ecosystem and supporting the income generation. So what is the name of that initiative? It is Nagaland Forest Management Project. Next, Time Magazine announced its 2025 Women of the Year list in 2025, recognizing 13 inspiring women. Who is the only Indian honorary known for her efforts in conserving the great adjacent storage, that is Hargila. So, she is Purnima Devi Burman. Next, name the international airport in India that became the first to receive the Sarvasheshta Suraksha Puraskar, that is Golden Trophy at the NSCI Safety Awards 2024 in the service category. So, which is that airport? It is Manohar International Airport, that is Mopa Airport of Goa. Next, in Feb, which country was honored with the Prince Michael Decade of Action Road Safety Award along with the Kingdom of Morocco at the 4th Ministerial Conference on Road Safety in Marrakech, Morocco? So it is India. Next, in Feb, Sunil Bharti Mittal was honored with the title of the Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire for his contribution to strengthening business relationship between UK and our country, India. Next, identify the organization that recently received the Outstanding Project Award at the BRICS Industrial Innovation Contest 2024 for developing solar-powered tricycle. It is Andhra Pradesh MedTech Zone. This is the organization. Next is, which of the following brands was topped as the most valued brand in India according to the India Value Ranking 2025 released by YouGov in March 2025? It is Amazon. Correct? It has topped here. Next, who received the 2026 The World of Academy Science Award in Engineering and Computer Sciences by UNESCO in March 25? So, Suman Chakrabarti, right, received the 2026 World Academy of Science Award in Engineering and Computer Science given by UNESCO, right? And his research focuses on affordable, simple to execute innovative diagnostic solution in the medical sector. Next, in March, RBI approved a one-year extension to Sumant Katpalia as the MD and CEO of which of the following banks until 23rd of March 2026. So it is in the same bank, right? Take a note of this. Next is identify the company that collaborated with Himachal Pradesh government in March to set up India's first integrated manufacturing facility for active pharmaceutical ingredients, that is for green hydrogen and 2G ethanol in Solan districts. And you can see both of these are your green fuels. Correct. So identify the company that collaborated here with Himachal Pradesh government. It is your Spray Engineering Device Limited, right? And they will be setting up a first integrated manufacturing facility for pharmaceutical ingredients, right? And for green hydrogen and your 2G ethanol. Correct. And this project will be costing around 1400 crore rupees, and it is expected to create more than 1000 jobs or employment. Next, mention the electric vehicle manufacturer that recently became the first in India to receive incentives under the Product Linked Incentive Scheme for Automation and Auto Components, right? This is your PLI scheme under which a certain threshold or a certain expectation is met. For example, there was a pre-decided number that if a company or an organization achieves so and so production, then in that case they will be provided with some incentives, right? So it is Ola Electric Mobility Private Limited. This is the electric vehicle manufacturer that became the first in India to receive incentives under the PLI scheme. Next is pick out the correct statement regarding the inauguration of Gujarat Semi-Connect Conference held from 5th to 7th of March. We will look at the options here. All these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, identify the union territory where Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the phase 1 of the Namo Hospital during the 2-hour visit in March 2025. It is your Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, right? These are the union territory. This is the union territory where PM Modi inaugurated the phase 1 of the Namo Hospital. Next is Madhav National Park of which state was recently declared as the 58th Tiger Reserve of India, also making it the 9th Tiger Reserve in that state. It is Madhya Pradesh. Correct. Take a note of this. It is your 9th Tiger Reserve of Madhya Pradesh. Next, which of the following countries did not participate in the Sea Dragon 25 multilateral naval exercise held from 14th to 19th of March? It is France. Correct. Take a note of this. It is not France that took part. So rest of them, India, Australia, Japan and Korea, all of them took part except of France. Next, mention the Indian state that won the 2 awards at the Pacific Area Travel Writers Association, that is Patwa International Awards, during the International Tourism Berlin 2025 held in Germany. So where was this held? It was held in Germany, correct? And which Indian state has won 2 awards at the Patwa International Awards, that is Pacific Area Travel Writers Association? It is Goa state, right? Take a note of this. And this was the 25th edition of this Patwa. Next is which of the following insurance companies was not ranked among the top 5 strongest insurance brands globally as per the Brand Finance Insurance 100 report in March 2025. So right option here is State Bank of India Life Insurance Company. Correct. This is the company that has not ranked among the top 5. So these are the top 5. PZU first, China Life second, NRMA Insurance fourth, as this LIC and China Life Insurance, they both secured second position, right? So NRMA Insurance Australia was on the 4th position, correct? And Unipol sat at the 5th position. Next, in March, India won the 6th edition of the Asia Women's Kabaddi Championship by defeating whom? They defeated Iran in the finals here, right? This was the 6th edition of the Asian Women's Kabaddi Championship. Next, UN's United Nations International Women's Day annually observed across the globe on 8th of March. What is the theme for this International Women's Day? The theme here being for all women and girls, rights, equality and empowerment. And this year it marks the 50th edition of the UN's official commemoration of the International Women's Day. Next, identify the country that became the Razorpay's second Southeast Asian market after Malaysia. It is Singapore. Next, in March, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare released the second advance estimate for the production of major agriculture crops for Kharif and Rabi. Pick out the correct statement. If we look at them, option A and option B are right, C is wrong. C is saying that the Kharif maize production is expected to hit a record of 1206.79 metric tons, while Rabi's maize production is estimated at 157. So, is it correct? So, for Kharif, it is 1206.79% प्रोडक्शन दैट इज टू बी अचीव्ड. स्टूडेंट्स आइए कुछ वन लाइनर्स रिवाइज करते हैं. अपॉइंटमेंट्स एंड रेजिग्नेशन से स्टार्ट करते हैं. शक्तिकांत दास इनको प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी अपॉइंट किया गया है टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर. कोटक महिंद्रा प्राइम इन्होंने अपॉइंट किया शाहरुख तोडीवाला को एज द न्यू मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एंड सीईओ. देन नीति आयोग के सीईओ सुब्रमण्यम इनको अपॉइंट किया गया, इनको एक्सटेंड किया गया इनका टर्म बाय 1 ईयर. सिमिलरली राजीव सिंह रघुवंशी का भी टर्म एज डीजीसीआई एक्सटेंड कर दिया गया बाय 1 ईयर. कश पटेल ये 9वें एफबीआई डायरेक्टर अपॉइंट किए गए हैं. देन यूनिलीवर के सीईओ हैन शुमाकर इन्होंने स्टेप डाउन कर दिया अपनी पोजीशन से. देन टाटा सन्स चेयरमैन एन चंद्रशेखरन टू लीड द रतन टाटा एंडाउमेंट फाउंडेशन. देन फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी तुहिन कांता पांडे इनको अपॉइंट किया गया एज द न्यू सेबी चेयरमैन. नेक्स्ट आ जाते हैं स्पोर्ट्स के ऊपर. शामी ने अभी ज्वाइन किया अलीट लिस्ट ऑफ बॉलर्स विद 200 ओडीआई विकेट्स वनडे इंटरनेशनल. देन रोहित शर्मा ये सेकंड फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेटर बन गए टू कंप्लीट 11,000 रन्स इन ओडीआई क्रिकेट. सिमिलरली विराट कोहली ये फास्टेस्ट पर्सन बन गए टू कंप्लीट 14,000 रन्स इन ओडीआई. गुलवीर सिंह इन्होंने हिस्ट्री बनाई बाय बिकमिंग द फर्स्ट इंडियन टू ब्रेक 13-minute बैरियर इन मेंस 5,000 मीटर इंडोर रेस. देन जीवन एंड विजय सुंदर पार्शनाथ इन्होंने पुणे एटीपी चैलेंजर 100 डबल्स टाइटल को जीत लिया. एंड इंडियन वीमेन फुटबॉल टीम ये थर्ड आई इन द सेकंड पिंक लेडीज कप 2025 में. नेक्स्ट आ जाते हैं बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल्स पर. आरबीआई ने पेनल्टी इम्पोज करी सिटी बैंक, आशीर्वाद माइक्रो फाइनेंस एंड जेएम फिन होम लोन्स पर. एनएसडीएल एंड सीडीएसएल के द्वारा एक एप्लीकेशन लॉन्च की गई जो कि है यूनिफाइड इन्वेस्टर्स ऐप. मोबीक्विक इन्होंने एक्वायर किया 3.39% स्टेक इन अ B2B बिजनेस टू बिजनेस इंफ्रा प्लेटफॉर्म ब्लॉस्टम में 1.49 करोड़ की इन्वेस्टमेंट से. देन एक्स एसबीआई चेयरमैन दिनेश खारा टू हेड द पैनल टू इम्प्लीमेंट अमेंडमेंट टू इंश्योरेंस लॉ. देन आरबीआई ने लॉन्च किया फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी वीक को टू फोकस ऑन वीमेंस प्रॉस्पेरिटी. एंड सेबी इन्होंने स्लैप किया 10 लाख रुपीज़ की पेनल्टी ऑन एक्सिस सिक्योरिटीज फॉर वायलेटिंग द स्टॉक रूल्स. Next students, we are talking about international affairs. Microsoft has unveiled a quantum chip by the name Majorana 1 that is powered by new state of matter, right? Also remember recently it was Google. They have also launched a new quantum chip. What is the name of that quantum chip? This is your homework. Coming back, Microsoft, they have unveiled this Majorana 1 that is a new quantum chip. Then Brazil, they have joined the OPEC Plus forum to balance the oil production and energy transition goal. We have discussed this. And this year's BRICS summit will also be held in basically the chairmanship of BRICS is with Brazil. Then India, Bangladesh, they have agreed to launch a new hotline between the borders. That means it will establish a communication between India and Bangladesh. Then the Kelly Fund, they have launched in the margins of the resume sessions of the COP16. And United Arab Emirates, they have launched a 10-year blue residency visa system. Similarly, a golden visa system launched by USA will be costing how much? What is the amount that an individual need to pay for buying this golden visa? This is your homework. Before moving on, students, let's revise some one-liners. Let's start with appointments and resignation. Shaktikant Das has been appointed as the Principal Secretary second to the Prime Minister. Kotak Mahindra Prime appointed Shahrukh Todiwala as the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer. Niti Ayog's Chief Executive Officer Subramaniam's tenure extended by how many years? By 1 year. Then government has extended Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi's tenure as DGCI by another 1 year. Kash Patel has been sworn in as the 9th FBI Director. Unilever CEO Hen Schumacher has recently stepped down from his position. Then Tata Sons Chairman and Chandrasekharan to lead Ratan Tata Endowment Foundation. Also, the Finance Secretary Tuhin Kanta Pandey appointed as the new SEBI Chairman. Next is related to sports students. Shami has joined the elite list of bowlers with 200 ODI wickets. Then Rohit Sharma became the second fastest to complete 11,000 runs in ODI cricket. Then Virat Kohli became the fastest to secure 14,000 ODI, that is one day international runs. Gulveer Singh made history by becoming the first Indian to break 13-minute barrier in men's 5,000 meter indoor race. Then Jeevan and Vijay Sundar Parshnath won the Pune ATP Challenger 100 doubles title. Indian women football team has finished third in the second Pink Ladies Cup 2025. Next is related to banking and finance. RBI has imposed penalty on Citibank, Ashirwad Microfinance and JM Finance Home Loans. Then NDSL and CDSL, they have unified the investor app. This application has been launched by them. Mobiquick to acquire 3.39% stake in B2B, that is business to business infra platform Blossom for 1.49 crore rupees. Then ex-SBI chairman Dinesh Khara to head panel to implement amendment to insurance law. RBI to launch the Financial Literacy Week to focus on women's prosperity. And SEBI, they have slapped 10 lakh rupees penalty on Axis Securities for violating the stock rules.